Hello there guys, so let's begin yet another new anime from today. From the start of the anime, we see everything is normal, the main characters are coming to school, and the one named Senetsu was looking dull but his friend Kazuhiko was certainly energetic. Senetsu just sucks at computers and there the teacher told them to take their place and turn on the PC, but turning it on showed two options, yes or no. That is why Senetsu asked the teacher and he said it's the screensaver, pushing any button would turn it off, and it just did. Then after the school time was over, everyone was returning home, but today was Senetsu's mother's death anniversary, plus his father lives overseas and he's all alone here. That is why his friend gave him some moral support and parted ways. Then the night was going on as usual with the memories of the past. With it, Senetsu went to sleep and woke up the next day, but there was no TV signal, so he rolled the call to dad but he didn't answer. So he takes his breakfast and goes out to get to the school, but the area was rather too quiet, so Senetsu thought of getting his buddy Ryuto on the way as well, but no one opened the door. So Senetsu thought he still passed out, but when he looked from the back of the house, his buddy was dropped dead in the living room. Don't know what happened, but then he got a call from Hiko, so he told Hiko about this and he said Ryuto is dead, so come to school. Hearing this, Senetsu made it to the schools and met some other kids there, and asked about this hell. So Yagagashi, their council prez, started explaining that everyone is dead except for the one he sees here, even their families. Senetsu had seen the state of the city while coming here, so it's explainable. They can't contact cops nor the fire department, and even Kazuhiko had seen his family die in front of him, so the fact remains that only this lot had survived. Then suddenly the laptop turned on and asked another question, same as everyone had seen yesterday, and when they tried to remember the question, the current question was terminated. The laptop was not connected to any servers, so how? Then, with the confusion, Senetsu went back home. There was no gas, but water and electricity were still on, and before coming back, the president told them to take a rest first and asked them to meet again tomorrow. So tomorrow's meeting starts with all the introduction of the survived one, but the prez wasn't here, so Saya told them he's dead, but before dying he left a theory that the questions on screen were asked with yes or no, but no one selected the option, so the prez said if the questions are the reason behind deaths, he or all of them will die. Then another message comes with the announcement of the rules at midnight for the test run, so when the time comes at midnight, a blondie was missing from the group and there was no network on phones to even call him, so someone said maybe they are the only one survived now, and there the projector got on and the one behind it said he's the emperor, and he said for 1 million people who survived will be in the test run. And the test is Tasuketsu, all they have to do is find a red PC or a blue postbox, then submit the question with 2 answers. And the time limit is 24 hours from now on, and every midnight, the majority side of 2 answers will die, and if the submission is not accepted, then a random question will be asked, and there are also 65 envelopes with special and common privilege. It gives power, and a person can hold one of each, but it can't be exchanged, and at the end, when one remains, he gets to meet the emperor. So the game begins now, and everyone started their search by spreading out to cover the area, but there were no bodies lying around town anymore, so the question is, are there really 1 million people alive? Because it's too quiet, and somewhere Saya and Senetsu were in a cafe. Saya was their leader, so Senetsu told her that he wants to take down the emperor because there's no way he won't kill them all, because, what happens if there's 0 against everyone? That's why the problem with the test is that the emperor told very little of the rules, like what if there's equal of both answers, plus don't know what type of question might appear next. There are just too many loopholes in it, so Saya said that there's only number of services available right now, which should mean at least something, but why is everyone were so calm from the start? Saya said it's thanks to the president, he was the one who gathered everyone, but that rings the bell in Senetsu that how come a guy living so far away from school come to school when trains were down, plus he arrived before anyone else. Could Prez have known something about this? There Saya called out his name and bro got shy. Saya says they don't know when they'll die, so might as well get close. But she was surprised bro was so calm and smart, yet in PC subject he's a noob. So he lets her search the computer and decided to find the post box, so Saya told him she would help him find the emperor, but bro got even more shy and ran away, but he found a privilege in one of the drawers. So they decided to open it when other people comes in, At that time Omi-jin was finding the PC and there was a gun pointed at him, and it was Pseudo who was behind him. He found the gun on the street and he thinks that killing is the right answer to complete the test. The gunshot was heard and Kazuhiko told them about Pseudo and asked them to meet at the entrance, but when they did, Pseudo was already behind them. Yet Eren tried to stop him and Senetsu made him drop the gun with which they ran out. Now with that, going to school is out of the question. Senetsu still said to find the things to get a better chance of surviving. He was pissed off with the situation, and Saya and Senetsu sits in the park together. Senetsu remembers how he joked around with a friend and now that he died, he feels guilty, but their Saya wanted to take a picture and Senetsu was completely bad at the gesture, so she had to bring him in for selfie, but Saya wishes to take one with their group. And suddenly Senetsu recalls that it's midnight so he found a shop where he could get a TV. Their emperor appears again and asks them a question, male or female. But before coming here, both have promised that whoever survived will take down the emperor, and now, Senetsu dies. With his death, the resolve turns into anger to kill the emperor. And right there, the first episode ends, but to see more, subscribe the channel and like the video to support me so that I can bring more anime recaps to you all. Until then, take care.